Welcome back. Here's what happened in the last episode.
Kaal Bhairav appears at that point in all of his Ugram, fierce, intense glory.
Why did I not see as many Ugra Devatas growing up? Can you guys see it? They will level the shrine of their local deity to the ground and build a Christian prayer house on the side. And I saw him and I was just like, oh my God, it's Kaal Bhairav. Hinduism isn't just about ahimsa and praying to Krishna and Vishnu. You walk through Kaal Bhairav's fire, and that fire will literally devour all of those lower energies out of you. It'll clear you out. And then you stand before Kaal Bhairav, and all you feel is limitless love. Do you know when Kaal Bhairav enters your life? It's when your search for truth becomes so intense. You must have the truth or nothing else makes sense. Feed this hunger. Feed my deep desire for the truth, the ultimate truth. That's when Kaal Bhairav appears before you. This isn't about doing upasana for material gain. It's not about winning in the matrix. It's about swallowing the matrix whole and seeing the truth behind it all. The cosmos, ultimate reality. Kaal Bhairav Upasana is not for the faint-hearted. It's for devotees who are ready to transcend this reality, to actually commit to realization as being their number one priority in life. And when you feel that in your bones, in your soul, it is inevitable that Kaal Bhairav will pick you up from wherever you are and bring you close to his heart. If this resonates, then in episode 2, we're going to talk about how to prepare for Kaal Bhairav Upasana. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode. So if you're new to this channel, Hare Krishna, my name is Amritha. I was born in Chennai. I grew up in Australia. I moved to the US for my MBA when I was in my early 20s. I led a very successful career in many ways up until about 2 years ago when I lost my stable and profitable business. And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't rebuild that business. I also lost many things that were connected to that business, including my very fancy, almost penthouse apartment, the way I was living, all the luxurious spending I was doing. A lot of things went away over the last 2 years. And it was during this period of time where I was spiraling into a very low phase. That's when I started doing upasana with even more passion than ever before. Now, I have been on the spiritual journey for more than 17 years, but Kaal Bhairav was a new deity to me, as you'll see if you watch part 1. And I had never ever prayed to an Ugra Devata before. So this was an entirely new experience for me, and one that has, I can literally say, leveled me up into a whole new dimension. I needed to cleanse myself and purify myself through Krishna Upasana first. I have a very deep, long-standing, many lifetimes worth connection and bhakti and love for Krishna. He is ultimately my beginning and end for my bhakti journey. And so it made sense that I had to win his approval first, really purge myself out of a lot of negative energy before I could even consider going and connecting with a powerful, incredibly powerful Ugra Devata like Kaal Bhairav. So if this resonates with you, it could be that you also must reach out and connect deeper with your Ishta Devata first before embarking on this journey of connecting with Kaal Bhairav. For me, Krishna Upasana was, I'm not going to say it was easy, but it was blissful and incredible. And the biggest thing that it removed from me was any form of lust. It absolutely destroyed lust in me, and I really felt the difference in me before and after. And a lot of lower, denser energies within me were vanquished by Krishna. So once I finished Krishna Upasana, I waited for a few days And in my heart and soul, I knew that my next Upasana would be for Kaal Bhairav.
So the moment I knew I had to do Kaal Bhairav Upasana, biggest emotion that I had was fear. He's an Ugra Devata. What if something bad happens? And that fear came from within me, because at that point I was just a very anxious person, a very fearful person. But I also think that fear came from others. In the Hindu community, there is a lot of irrational fear associated with praying to certain deities, or even praying too much in general. A lot of that fear comes from colonization and us being brainwashed over the course of hundreds and hundreds of years to believe that our culture, our deities, our methodologies are savage. We've just internalized a lot of that colonial programming. A lot of people in our community react to our own concepts of spirituality with shame and fear and all sorts of painful emotions. If you are also feeling fear when it comes to approaching an Ugra Devata like Kaal Bhairav for the first time, it's actually completely okay. Like me, it's probably fear that comes from within you, and it's fear that has been conditioned within you as well. Having said that, I do think there is some of this fear that is productive, in that going down this path of approaching Ugra Devatas, you do need to be a little careful. Your approach does need to be a little different. The whole game is different when you start approaching Ugra Devatas. So some of this fear is good fear. If you truly feel like Kaal Bhairav is calling you and saying, Amritha, this is it. This is your window of opportunity to connect with me. Do you want it or not? And that's how I felt at that point. Either I say yes to this opportunity now, or I don't know when I'll get an opportunity like this ever again. It's him. I don't get a choice in this matter. This needs to happen. It has to be done. And if that's how you're feeling, that's a good thing, because the deity himself is calling you. And when the deity himself is calling you, whether you are afraid or not, it doesn't matter. The Upasana just needs to happen, and you will figure everything out. So if that's your situation, then similar to what I was experiencing, I would just say like, hey, you're feeling fear, do your research, prepare, but you are going to do this Upasana because the deity himself is calling you. You don't have a choice in this matter. But if you're feeling fear and you don't have that super strong calling or intuition from Kaal Bhairav, then I think it's totally okay for you to wait. It's totally okay for you to start the preparatory sadhana, whether that's just a mandala of meditation, whether that's connecting with your Ishta Devata. And then it's also okay for you to just wait it out until the calling feels actually strong, so strong within you that calling is basically, it overcomes your fear. It doesn't even matter if you're afraid, this just has to happen. There's no rush with this. Let him call you. Let that calling within you grow so strong that you will walk through fire. Even if you're so afraid, you will walk through fire to be with him. It was a day after Krishna Upasana, and I was going for a walk outside at a lake, and this was back in Sydney. And I was walking and I was praying to him. And I was like, Kaal Bhairav, give me a sign, like a conclusive, definite sign that I need to do Upasana for you next. The sign needs to be really clear. Do this for me. By the end of today, show me a black dog that looks exactly like your Vahana, and I would take that as a sign from you that I need to do Upasana for you. And so I prayed this with my heart and soul connected to him. And then I promptly forgot about it. And I continued along my walk. And I'm not even kidding, within 60 seconds, I stopped walking and my jaw practically dropped. Because in the distance, I could see a man holding the leash of a black dog that looked exactly like Kaal Bhairav's Vahana. I don't know where they came from. He was right there in the distance, walking towards me. And I couldn't move, and I just stood there until they passed by me. And I stared at the dog, and he was perfect, like pitch black dog, exactly the way that Kaal Bhairav's Vahanam is pictured. It was exactly that dog. And that was my huge green light. deep down I already knew I had to do this, but this was my green light. So this is another way for you to double check, like, is this the right time for me to start this? Kaal Bhairav, do you want to see me? Do you want me to build this relationship with you? Let him show you that it's time, and he will. He always does. He always does.
Someone I really, really genuinely resonate with and look up to in this path is Rajshri Nandy sir. I have a very good sense of knowing who is genuine on the spiritual path. I believe Rajshri Nandy. I follow him for guidance. I don't believe any human blindly. I will always check in with myself and my intuition, which is what I want you to do when you're watching this video as well. I started watching Rajshri Nandy's videos, and a video about Kaal Bhairav Upasana was recommended to me. I'm going to link that over here. In this video, he lays out in a lot of detail how to do Kaal Bhairav Upasana. So based on my intuition, based on what was possible for me at that point in time, based on my capacity, my circumstances, I took what he said and I adapted this advice for me in that position. Because I was living with extended family at that point, I didn't actually want anyone to know that I was doing Kaal Bhairav Upasana because I just didn't want the fear mongering. So I carried out this Upasana in almost complete secrecy. So because I was doing it in secret, I had to adapt my approach in a way that would work for me. And I'll talk about that in the next section. One thing I want you to check in with yourself about is, why do you want to do Kaal Bhairav Upasana? This is not a warning, but it is a heads up. I don't think you should be approaching Kaal Bhairav unless you are ready to actually be taken to the next level of your human experience and your spiritual journey. Because Kaal Bhairav, for me, Kaal Bhairav is not about material achievements. You go to Kaal Bhairav when you are seeking the truth, the ultimate truth of existence. So just make sure your intentions are in the right place. Don't do this because everyone else is doing it. It's like the cool thing to do for spiritual people. Do it because it's right for you. You feel this urge to connect with him. You feel a love towards him. You feel a softness towards him. You feel an affection towards him. You want this for your spiritual progress. You want this to purely be with him, to understand him better. If that is your intention, where if it's truly coming from a place of no expectations, just love, devotion, excitement, childlike wonder, fascination. I want to know who Kaal Bhairav is. I want to connect with him. He's so cool. I love him. I want him in my life. Please guide me, Kaal Bhairav. This feels so right. I love you. I love you. If it's like that, then that intentionality, that vibration, that energy of intention will ensure that you are able to complete this Upasana successfully. He literally was taking the mask off everything. Like every single false belief that I had about other people, about myself, about my life, about the nature of life, about even spirituality, he broke every illusion in my life. And suddenly I was starting to see the painful truth behind the beautiful lies that I had filled my life with. Kaal Bhairav Upasana is definitely not for you if all you're looking for is material rewards, material success. Hey God, give me this, thanks. It's for the true seekers. Your priority is realization. Your priority is moksham, it's mukti, and that's number one, and you know that in your heart, gut, and soul. And now you're ready to be tested in your pursuit of that. And the ultimate guide of spiritual truth, the ultimate God who will take you to the ultimate truth, if you let him, is Kaal Bhairav. It's Kaal Bhairav. Like, he will break every illusion in your life, and it hurts so much. Your ego will be destroyed, decimated. When I look back at my life before Kaal Bhairav Upasana, all I see is ego and lies, and a life built out of trauma-based decision after decision that I made just to make myself appear successful in the eyes of this matrix, in the eyes of society. I had filled my life with lies, and then Kaal Bhairav just went Let's rip these rose-colored glasses off. This is the truth. That person that you're idolizing, this is the truth. This belief that you have about yourself, it's wrong. You're actually this person. Oh, this business that you think defines you and makes you a successful person, it's gone. What are you gonna do now? You weren't even happy in that business. Can you face that truth? Like every single lie that you have built your life around, he will gone. At the end of the Upasana, I was standing in the rubble of a life built of lies. But it meant that once I processed that, and I'm still processing it, but once I really understood that, even I didn't want my old life back. Even I didn't want all the glitz and glamour of what I was before back, because I can see that that was ego built and ego driven, and I'm not that person anymore. That's not me anymore. At an identity level, I have shifted. I have transformed. I have leveled up. So I don't want the lies. I want truth, and I only want truth. And even if that means being perceived as a complete failure by everyone around me, which was always my greatest fear growing up, I don't care anymore, because I have Kaal Bhairav, who is always there keeping me as closely aligned to truth as possible. And I now have a spiritual foundation that has set me up for, I would say, a fast track towards the ultimate goal of realization. Kaal Bhairav decimated my false reality so that I could stand in front of Devi Ma, completely naked, completely broken, ego gone, like a child asking her to take me into her arms. And it is only when you approach Devi Ma in that way that she takes you into her arms. And these last 6 to 8 months, I became a Devi devotee, and there is no describing how much has transformed within me and in every possible way. So I would not recommend this Upasana if your intention is anything other than truth.